Hello, today we're looking for the 31st greatest move in chess history. This is a game played in 1957 between Mikhail Tal and Koblents. Tal is playing white. He is featured in a couple of our other greatest moves of all time videos because he was one of the most amazing attackers in chess history. He liked to create very powerful sacrifices that tore open the opponent's castled king oftentimes, and this is another example where he does this. So he's obviously attacking on the king side, and black has most of his pieces on the queen side. So we're going to see how white capitalizes on his position. He offers up a bishop there that does not get taken, a couple other sacrifices, and we're going to end up in a position where white is going to be dead even as he goes to make his amazing move. So we're there. White was previously just winning. If you watched the evaluation bar, it was just up about 2.5 points, drops back down to 0. But he has a couple of tricks up his sleeve, including the 31st greatest move of all time. So write it in the comments if you think you know what it is, and pause the game if you need some more time to analyze the position. Otherwise, we will move on. And in this position, white plays the amazing move, rook from h1 to h6. The evaluation bar didn't even register. Nothing happened. 0.0 to 0.0. So if you look at the evaluation bar, not an interesting move, didn't do anything. But in the game, it did, because black has a lot of options, right? Like this knight cannot take the rook because it is pinned down by the queen, but this pawn could take. So, that could be an option. And then obviously black has a whole bunch of moves he can make here. He could check with the bishop. He could take the knight. He could push the pawn, all sorts of options. But if he doesn't make the correct series of moves, he will start to lose this game, and that is what happened. So let's watch what happened in the game, and then we'll talk about some of the other options. So in the game, he pushes the pawn, trying to break open the king. In this position, white takes the bishop, says, why not? Move the king out of check. And then black gobbles up that knight, which was free, but you can see from the evaluation bar, not the right move here. And that's because, again, you can see how black has all 4 of its active pieces. This knight is not active because it is pinned down. All 4 of his pieces on the queen side. An attack is maybe coming, but this is not fast enough to meet white's 4 pieces that are even closer to the opponent's king and are coming in fast. So in this position, white moves to rook f6, which again is offering up this rook. Black declines it again. Queen takes on g7 is a very nice move. When I was going through this game earlier, the evaluation bar said mate in 25 after that move, but now it just shows white winning by almost 10 points. So in this position, black goes ahead and resigns because, the king's in danger. How does he get out of danger? All he can do is go to king to e8 or king to e7, and then either way, just so many options here, right? Yeah, and it's, obviously this is going to be just a massacre. These rooks are just going to steamroll. This queen's coming in, all sorts of problems. So we're going to go back a couple moves and see what else black could have done after rook to h6. Because again, the evaluation bar is saying that black is totally fine here. So what else could have black done? So we'll look at the most obvious move, is that what would have happened if black had simply taken that rook. You can see from the evaluation bar, no bueno, because bishop takes, check, and you can block the check if you want to. But then in this position, I believe the right move. So now this knight is pinned down. This rook is pinned down. I think, can you just take the rook? No. So that's an okay move, but not the best. Is it like, I think it's like taking, is it taking the pawn? It's definitely not. Ooh, then you just get mated with all sorts of problems. Okay, so it's not taking. You don't take this bishop, do you? Oh. Oh, interesting. Apparently you're just like, hey, free bishop, I'll take the bishop. And then if black was to take the knight, oh, then it's just mate at 15. Ooh, whoops. Okay, so then let's say that black, what does black want to do here? I mean, his pieces are just so discoordinated. Discoordinated? Is that a word? Uncoordinated? Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm making up words here. What does black do to even have a chance? I'm not really sure. Let's say he takes the pawn. Just because, why not? So, what would white come crashing in here? Come crashing in with the rook? No, we don't like that. It's not the bishop, is it? Well, what is... Are you saving the knight? No, then it's a draw. Huh, I wonder why. Okay, so what does white do here? It's not something crazy like that. You just take the rook? Oh, yeah, free rook. Okay, and then if queen takes back, now mate in 11, check. Or no, it's not a check. Mate in 9, bishop check. There we go. If queen takes, then queen takes, and it's going to be mate in a couple moves. So in this position, let's say that, let's just say he goes here, and then it's, you know, check with the queen, and eventually you can see how the white pieces are going to run over this black king. So we'll go back a couple moves and see if there's anything else for white to have, or black to have done here. Rook to h6. And then if black just wants to keep things neutral, you just sack the bishop. If the king tries to go underneath, I think, let's see, how would you sack to keep going here? Do you sack that way? Nope, doesn't like that, sorry. Do you just take the knight? Okay, just take the knight. And then I guess this attack by white, which he tries in the game, sort of no longer works. I wonder why. Can I just... How do I get out of it? Because you still can't take, I assume. Oh, now you can't take. Why? Oh, because the bishop is blocked. What happens if you go check here? It's still just a draw block. And then what does white do? Because he can't take here. Yeah, that'd be losing now. Okay, so it's just dead equal. I guess you could just trade off these pieces. The queen is no longer in the way, so... Oh, and you also have something like this. The queen to check here. So, yeah, okay. So that's a dead even game after if black had just played a different move. But, again, you can imagine how difficult the moves are to find in a position like this in real time with the clock ticking away. So, that was our 31st greatest move of all time, rook to h6. Again, the evaluation bar, didn't even notice it, but ultimately it did win white the game after some other good moves to follow up. So keep watching our series. by going to the series or the playlist bar over there. And we hope that you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.